Alright, this AI5QK, I'm going to show you how to set up an app that I just developed that allows you to plug your KPOD directly into your Mac and then use it within K4-Control. So we're going to take care of a quick prerequisite, which is enabling something in the MIDI control on your Mac. So first things is we're going to open up that MIDI control, and that's found under the Applications Utilities folder. So go into Finder, Applications, Utilities, Audio MIDI Setup.app. Once that's open, go to the top of the browser, select Window, Show MIDI Studio. You'll see the IAC driver grayed out. Double click it, select Devices Online. It changes to red. Close out of all the windows, and we're done here. The next step is to download the application, which is located on my GitHub in a zip file. So we'll open a web browser. We will go to my GitHub. From there, you will click the KPOD bridge v2 GUI.zip. Select the download raw file, the right-hand side. We're done here. You can close your browser. Let's go to the downloads folder. Grab the file we just downloaded. I'll put it on my desktop. Move these windows out of the way so you can see. We will unzip the file. It'll place the application on your desktop. At this point, I like to put it in the Applications folder, so I'll open Finder, select Applications, grab the app, and drop it in the Applications folder. At this point, you can plug your KPOD into your Mac, and we can go ahead and open the application. You're going to say, could not be opened because it could not be verified. That's fine. We'll hit Done. Then we'll go into Settings, Privacy and Security. We'll scroll down. And we'll say Open Anyway. I'll warn you again. Open Anyway. I'll ask you for a password. Go ahead and enter that. All right, at this point, the application is running. As you can see here, the MIDI driver has been detected, but there's no KPOD connected. So what we'll do is we will click Start. At this point, if you have two green sets of text, we're good to go. You can test it by spinning your VFO clockwise, counterclockwise, and you should see something like I have on the screen. Go ahead and press some buttons, make sure things are coming up, move the rocker. All right, you can minimize this window. Now for the next part is setting it up in K4-Control. So we'll open up K4-Control, and we will go to Tools, Controller, MIDI. Yours may be off this time or disabled, so we'll go ahead and select Enabled. For the device, you will say IAC driver. Compatibility, we'll say Custom. And now we can start editing the mappings. As you can see, mine are pre-populated. When you set yours up for the first time, all of these, you won't see any of these buttons or any of these controls. In order to get them to show up, you will need to interact with the KPOD. So you can spin the VFO knob, left, right, and you should see 100 and 101 populate. At that point, you can go in, spin it, the VFO knob. If it says up, we'll go ahead and hit Assign, and then you can choose frequency up and then hit Done. And then you'll do the same thing for down. So spin it counterclockwise. It'll highlight or it will appear, and you will double click it, spin it down one more time, counterclockwise, assign, hit Done. You will repeat that for all of the other macros that you want to create. At this point, you can close out, and I recommend disconnecting from K4-Control because there has been some funny or funky, buggy behavior. After setting macros, they don't always behave exactly the way we want, and this is another one-time thing. So we will hit disconnect. I will close K4-Control, and then we will reopen K4-Control. If you've done everything correctly at this point, you should immediately be able to start controlling the VFO and any other presets you've defined. So as you can see here, or maybe not see, but as you can maybe hear, I am spinning the VFO on the KPOD and it's interacting. I have some presets defined. So the rocker switch, if I move it to the right from the VFO A position to VFO B, I have that designed to engage VFO B. So here we go. Here's VFO B, and as you can see, I'm moving through VFO B. I have a preset that will engage XIT or RIT in my case. So I will move the rocker one more position to the right, and at this point, you need to turn on RIT. So I have a preset on my function button on the KPOD to turn on RIT. I will press it. And as you can see, I am engaged with the XIT. I mentioned RIT, but it's actually XIT. And I'm spinning the VFO wheel on the KPOD. All right. Thanks for watching.